I pulled into the last disabled parking spot, and a man marched to my window with his arms crossed, pointing at the sign, telling me to move because he could barely walk while I clearly wasn't actually disabled. I looked back, and my daughter was pale in the back seat. She has severe PTSD, and confrontation makes her completely shut down. I told him the spot was for her, but he leaned down and looked into the back seat, looking her up and down and saying she looked fine to him. I heard my daughter's breathing getting faster, so I turned and said, "It's okay, sweetheart," but he started making faces at her, asking if sweetheart was scared because daddy was lying about her invisible disability. I told him to walk away, but he pointed at my daughter's legs and said she had no wheelchair, no crutches, and was just too lazy to walk an extra 50 feet when people who could barely stand like him actually needed this space. My daughter tried to speak up between gasps. "I'm not lazy," but he put his hand in her face. "I wasn't talking to you." I wanted to hit him and clenched my fist around the steering wheel, but he noticed. He stepped back and said, "Go ahead, hit me. I've had 4 surgeries on my knees and can't walk. I'll sue you for everything you have." But then I looked and saw his knees didn't have any surgical scars. I was about to point it out, but he pulled out his phone and shoved it at my daughter's face. "Smile, sweetheart. You're about to be famous for being a fraud." She started crying. "Stop, please stop." I couldn't take it and slapped the phone out of his hand. It skidded under a car, but instead of confronting me, he sprinted over and crouched into a squat completely effortlessly. He crawled under the car, and the only thing visible were his legs sticking out into the lane. I got out and wrapped my arms around my daughter. She buried her face in my chest, but then I heard her laugh. She pointed over my shoulder, and when I turned around, a white SUV was backing into the spot where his legs were sticking out. He turned his head from under the car and realized what was happening, but it was too late. The SUV rolled onto his calf, and I heard a crunch. He screamed, and his hands clawed at the pavement. The driver's face was horrified, and she hit the brakes, and the SUV was now chilling on his leg. Not knowing what to do, the driver reversed back off of his leg. I heard a second crunch. My daughter pointed at him. "You wanted to be disabled? You got it, mister."